Hello dear friends, my name is Victoria Moro. Welcome to Release of the Day. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can keep up with the newest trends in the world of indie artists. Hello dear friends, I'm so happy to be here with you. Join us tonight a very interesting, particular and beautiful artist. Hello!
Hi, how's it going?
Great, very good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited for the interview.
Oh, nice. We're happy to have you here with us tonight. And are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, please introduce yourself. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Micki XO. I'm from Portland, Oregon in the United States. Yeah. Would you like to know more about me?
I think step by step we know more and more about you, about your life, about your music, maybe some secrets.
Perfect.
Okay, and what is the genre of your music?
The genre of my music is pop music. I have a little bit of pop rock, but I'm leaning a lot more towards dream pop now. My latest release, Fake Gold, is a dream pop song.
And what is your favorite movie or TV series?
Oh, that's a good question. I've never been asked that before. I'd have to say 30 Rock is my favorite TV series. I know it by heart. I've watched the whole thing probably upwards of like 6 or 7 times now. It's to the point where I can start predicting lines of the show before they come on.
And if we talk about books, what book you recommend to read?
Ooh, that's a good one. My favorite author is Sarah Dessen. So anything by Sarah Dessen. I think currently my favorite by her is called Along for the Ride. It's a YA novel, so it's a young adult novel, and they're like coming of age stories. For me, they're really nostalgic. I grew up reading them in like middle school and high school, and so I'll always go back to them, and it kind of brings me back to that place where I was back then.
Oh, interesting, really interesting. And what is your motto in life?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's another one I've never been asked before. I would say my motto in life is this too shall pass. If you're having a hard time, it shall pass, and you will be happy again. It's going to come back around. It's something that I'm starting to live by very closely.
Oh, beautiful. It's actually nice and beautiful meaning. And if we talk about food, what is your favorite dish and favorite drink?
Ooh, anything with cheese in it is always a good go-to. I'm obsessed with cheese. Favorite drink? Ooh, that's a good one too. I'd have to say a La Paloma. It's tequila and grapefruit juice and simple syrup. And there's a place near me that makes these really, really good ones. They put some jalapeno simple syrup in it. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Wow, jalapenos. Ooh.
Yeah, it gives a little spicy kick to it.
Very spicy. Okay, and how do you start your morning? Do you have any morning routine or some morning rituals, something?
Yes, I'm a very habitual person. I live in my habits. And the first thing I do, and I think a lot of people do, is I hit the snooze button when I wake up. When I actually get up, I brush my teeth, I put my contacts in, then I always make breakfast. I'm trying to get a little more variety in there, but it's usually an egg and some waffles and some syrup. Yeah, it's become my little morning ritual, and then I'll sit and I'll watch whatever TV show I'm into and eat some breakfast while I get ready. I work from home right now, and so it's nice that I get to kind of have that time to wake up before I like really get into the work.
Oh yeah, and in that way, in which time you start your work?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a graphic designer and photographer by day. Music is currently all my free time.
Wow, nice, because I know when you work from home, you don't have correct hour when you start, when you finish. It's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
24
I try to
hours
stay,
work.
yeah, I try to stay between 10 and 6, but there's some wiggle room a little bit, which is nice.
Oh yeah. And next question. If you could have one superpower, which would you choose?
Teleportation for sure. I am always running late to things. It'd be so nice to just teleport there. I also, my big passion before I really got into music was traveling. And it'd be really nice to be able to just teleport wherever I want and go see the town and visit and then just come back and not have to have the long plane rides. And yeah, that's definitely what I would choose for my superpower.
Oh, nice. And actually, I saw before, I think, cat in your home somewhere.
Yeah,
Around.
she likes to be the center of attention, so
Yeah.
she's probably floating around here somewhere.
And next question is, are you a cat person or a dog person, or you prefer other animals?
I'm both cat and dogs. There's not many animals I don't like. Right now I have a cat because cats are very independent and they're pretty easy to care for, but I'm hoping that dogs are my future one day. I'd love to have like a dog kid.
Oh,
I just don't think I'm in the right place for it now, but I would love to in the future. I absolutely love animals.
oh, good. And if you could spend a day with a historical character, who would you choose?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Oh my goodness, that's a very good question. Historical character, like as in like someone from a book or movie, or like as in like a real life person?
Yeah, maybe a real life person who lived long time ago, Some artists can say Buddha, Jesus, or whatever. It depends what you like.
I think I'd love to meet Princess Diana and get her view on things. It would have to be so hard going from being like a regular person to being a royal. I would love to understand that transition and what she went through and how difficult her life was. I think that'd be really interesting. She was my mom's favorite princess as well, and so
Oh,
that's
nice.
part of it.
Nice, nice, very nice. And now we are back to music. Which
Okay.
artist influenced you most of all?
Oh, that's easy. Halsey. Halsey actually changed my life. So I have bipolar disorder, and back before I was diagnosed, I heard her song called Control, and it just really resonated with me, and I couldn't figure out why. And then many years later, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and she also has bipolar disorder, and she wrote that song about having bipolar disorder. And so it all kind of clicked and fell into place, and hearing that song was the first time I felt like anybody understood me or what I was going through. And so it saved my sanity.
Wow.
And since then, she's always influenced probably at least a little bit of my music. When I bring inspiration songs to my producer, there's usually at least one Halsey or one Billie Eilish song that I'm like, I think this is so cool. Like, we should do something similar.
Oh, nice. Very nice story, and thank you for your honesty.
Oh, yeah.
And if we talk about new artists, which of the new artists from 2020, 2019, 22, I don't know, is more interesting for you?
I really like Kim Petras. She kind of she came out with the Unholy by her and Sam Smith. And I've heard a little bit of her music before, but this is, I think, her big break. And she's super interesting. She's really cool. She kind of does it all. She can do some rap, she can do some pop. It's nice to listen to, and it's really cool to hear a refreshing take like that.
Yeah, very different styles. Mixing.
Yeah.
And can you describe your music in a sentence or even better in a word?
Ooh. So my favorite way I've ever heard it described, this is by my producer, and it's a phrase, so it's in the middle, but it's pop music meets industrial strangeness. I think was the coolest way I've ever heard it described.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Really like
Yeah.
explanation. Okay. Nice, nice. And what is your music creation process?
The music creation process differs a little for each song. Generally, what I'll start with are lyrics. I was more into poetry before I became a musician, and I always love to start with the lyrics first. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, but what I'll do is I'll write lyrics and I'll kind of come up with a melody around them and tweak them a little bit, and then I'll bring them to my producer and I'll bring inspiration songs and I'll say like, I think this one little like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo sounds really cool, or like this random sound in the background would be interesting, and we'll kind of form a beat. We'll never copy, but we'll form a beat that's similar and it has those different elements, and it kind of becomes its own thing. And then as we're forming that beat, we'll have spaces that we need, like, to fill it up with, and so we'll go and we'll find our own stuff. And I'd like to incorporate really interesting sounds into my music. I have a song called War, and in that song we actually took a drill bit and we like drilled right in front of a microphone, and then we kind of remixed that drill bit, and so there's actually a drill bit in that song.
Wow, it's like experimental music too, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Very, very interesting actually. But do you play any music instruments or you write
I'm
lyrics?
currently learning piano. I'm a vocalist, and I kind of got thrown into music not on accident, but just like by chance, I should say. And so I never really planned on being a musician. If you'd asked me 5 or 7 years ago, I probably would have been like, "Oh, I don't know, it'd be interesting to try it." Um, yeah, and so now I'm currently learning piano because I'd like to be able to come in with a little bit of like a melody, not just a vocal melody when I meet with my producer. And it's been going well.
And how you decide to become a musician?
So basically, I used to do karaoke a lot before the pandemic. I was in a spot where I was probably in my worst spot I've ever been in, my darkest hour, and someone had mentioned there's a karaoke spot. Oh, the cat returns. And so I went to the karaoke spot, and it's where I started making friends again, and it's where I started really becoming who I was and becoming confident. And I really liked that feeling, and so I would go 3 to 4 times a week, and then the pandemic hit, and obviously karaoke closed, and I didn't really know what to do with myself, but I knew I still liked singing and music, and so I decided to try writing my own music. I got introduced to my producer, and then we put our first song out in March of 2020, and since then we just kept going and learning and growing and meeting new people and networking, and it's been really fun. It's been probably the best thing ever. It's made me become who I am, and I kind of owe my entire self to music these days.
Oh, so nice. Very nice because sometimes you ask, oh, from 5 years old, from 2 years old, I know that I already will be a musician. Like, wow, it's really nice and very interesting. Thank you. And next question. Do you believe more in natural talent or in hard work?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think it's a combination. It's kind of like nature and nurture. You kind of have to have both. Like, not everything can be taught, but if you don't nurture that talent, then you won't get better, and you have to get better and be growing in order to be successful. So I think I think the perfect combination of both. I think it's pretty 50-50.
I am agree with you absolutely. You need to work and you need to have something inside too. Yeah. And now, please, if you can, sing to us 15-second one of your favorite song a cappella.
Oh no, okay. Let's see.
Maybe your own song or your favorite, whatever you want. Just a little bit, please.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see. What's been stuck in my head recently? I'm like staying at home when the moon is bleeding red. Woke up stoned in the backseat from a dream when my teeth fell out of my head. Cut it up, yeah. Everybody's on something here. I'm crashing this, save a whole puppet show. UFO, obliterate the way I feel. Walk with me to the end.
Oh, thank you. So nice, so interesting, very interesting voice.
Thank you. Yeah, that song is called You Don't Get Me High Anymore by Fantagram. It's my current latest obsession.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. And now our final question. Tell us about your music project and your future plans.
Absolutely. So this current song is called Fake Gold. And basically it was born out of a place where before I was medicated, before I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, I was misdiagnosed with depression, and I kept coming back to this place of feeling I was starting over at square one, and I wasn't getting to where I wanted to go, and I just felt stuck, and I felt out of my mind, and I felt like no one understood what I was going through, and I just felt very alone. And so that's where that song comes in. I felt like I was really concerned with appearing normal all the time, and so I felt like on the outside what people were seeing is the shiny, happy version of myself, but on the inside I was fake gold. I was fake. I was crumbling and a just broken person, and it's kind of about that. It's about ending up back where you started and feel like you can't get out of it.
Oh, nice story. But do you have any gigs sometimes? Maybe you plan something to perform?
I do, yes. So I'm currently working with a couple musicians. We're gonna go on a regional tour, which is gonna be really exciting. We're gonna hit Las Vegas, or not Las Vegas, sorry, Reno, Vancouver, BC, Seattle, Boise, and then Ashland and Portland. So we're hoping it works out. We're still kind of in the works. The other thing I have going on is I'm gonna be releasing a new song soon. And I can't tell you what it is, only because when I release new music, I put out clues, and I don't want to give away any of the clues. But it's really exciting, and it's with a producer I've never worked with before, so it's not a whole new sound, but it's a little bit of a different sound, and I'm really excited to share it with everybody. It should be coming out around end of March.
Oh, it's pretty soon actually, end of March.
Yeah.
1 month. Very
Yeah.
soon, after 1 month. Oh, nice, nice. And actually, please let our audience know where they can listen to your music, which platforms you can be found on. Do you have website?
Yes, I do have a website. It is MickyXOmusic.com. Yes, come find me. You can also find my music on every streaming platform. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, just to name a few. Pretty much anywhere you can find music, you can find me.
Oh, so nice. And I want to tell you thank you so much for your positive, nice energy, for beautiful, honest answers, and for your
Thank you.
time. Thank you so much. And now, what song are we going to listen to now?
Fake Gold, my latest release.
Great, and now let's enjoy the song together.
Fake gold, fake gold, fake gold, fake gold. How did I end up in this place? Feeling cheaper than fake gold. How did I end up in this place where my emotions take control? Lost, not found, starting to drown in mistakes I want to erase. Exhaustion, fear, I haven't been here in years. As tears stream down my face, cold and numb, I've been here before. I don't want to lose myself. Defeated again, I can't take anymore. Please don't let me lose myself. How did I end up in this place? Feeling cheaper than fake gold. How did I end up in this place where my emotions take control? Lost, not found, starting to drown in mistakes I want to erase. Exhaustion, fear,
Oh, I can't hear you guys.